Hey guys, this is Bitcoin Schmitcoin here with the second edition of the Bitcoin Magazine video series for the Bitcoin market analysis. If you like this new series that we're doing, feel free to drop us a comment on Twitter or by email or by carrier pigeon, and let us know. Any and all feedback would be considered useful, or if you hate it, let us know too. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you caught the video earlier this week, you will recognize these two major milestones that we've seemingly broken through. One of which is this monthly resistance level, which I will show you now. That's just derived from this monthly candle. There's a nice resistance level here that we just blew right through. And there's the macro downtrend, which has governed most, if not all, of the bear market starting at the beginning of 2018. Right? We saw it respected multiple times, and now on our 10,000th test, we blew right through it. So where does that put us now? Well, if we're looking at something like the daily or the weekly chart, we can kind of filter out a lot of the intraday noise. We can see that this breakout actually shoves us into this kind of a like no man's land in here, where there's not a whole lot of support or resistance going on, and we're kind of just like drifting upward now. It does seem like, there's a little bit of a selling interest, but if we look at the intraday charts, we can start to get a little bit more insight into what's going on with the selling pressure. So if we look at something like the 4-hour chart, we see that we've started to establish this little intraday uptrend where we're making higher highs, we're making higher lows, and we actually saw a really nice 4-hour resistance level test. Shortly after popping this new high, we did see a little bit of selling pressure come in. But if we look at what the bears were actually able to accomplish versus the bulls, we can see that the effort versus result is quite bullish. So the idea of effort versus result is quite simply, we see a large amount of volume here and a very high result for the volume that it took to move the market. If we compare that to this large selling pressure here, we see a relatively small amount of progress, a small result. So what does that mean? Well, that's honestly not terribly surprising if we take into context where the price structure is. We're in the middle of this no man's land. There's not any major resistance there. So there's not a whole lot of combined short selling and profit taking interest. Macro reversals often take place in logical support or resistance places, because that's where you get people taking profit combined with shorting, or if it's a downtrend, the market will come into a level, and here people will close out their shorts, which will push up the market, but also people will be looking to take speculative longs, which will also push the market upward, and we will develop this sort of reversal at a horizontal level. Right now, we're kind of just in the middle of space. So a lot of this selling pressure was likely just profit taking from the longs that rode this whole move up. And we can see that even the great amount of selling pressure that we saw, it got bought up really nicely. And then once we popped this low here, there was no selling pressure to speak of. So it really looks like all the selling pressure we're seeing is just profit taking, and we're starting to establish this nice uptrend with again higher lows, higher highs, and really nice consolidating volume. If you're looking at the intraday charts, like the hourly, for example, you see that we're currently testing this level here. We have yet to establish support. Every time we popped above it, we've been rejected below it. So if we can pop above and find support here, that'd be a nice check in the bull column. But honestly, if I'm looking at this daily chart, I see nothing really stopping us from moving up into this $5,500 level, and possibly even this $5,800 level, right in this zone right here. this little band of prices, that's where we're going to see a lot of selling pressure kick in. People are going to be taking profits from their longs, and we might see a nice test of resistance and maybe even a little bit of a reversal there. But for now, the market seems content to move upward. The selling pressure got immediately gobbled up, and the bulls have yet to be slowed down in their with their buying pressure. We'll have to see what the weekend brings, but things are looking very, very bullish as we once again we broke through this monthly resistance level and this downtrend, and we're consolidating beautifully. So that's all I got for you guys today. Feel free to again give us some feedback. If you like it, you hate it, you love it. Any and all criticism is welcome. This is Bitcoin Schmitcoin, and you guys have a great weekend.